Yo guys, what is up? It is Kento from the Realm of the Geek, and today we are doing another code quick tips. Alright, so today this is mainly pointed at people who are doing pseudo Sunday. So what today is going to be is it's going to be focused on not very in-depth config, but it'll just be enough to get you to do pseudo Sunday. Alright, let's get into it. So to start, we're going to do right click, new file, and call it config.yml. In this config, we're going to want to type motd. Let's do, for the message of the day, let's do awesome sauce, because why not? So then going back into the main, we're going to do public void on enable, and inside of that we're going to do save default config. What that will do is it'll automatically just save this as a file, so you don't have to hard code it in here, which would also reset it each time unless you did some advanced stuff. Okay, so let's do bucket.get console send message chat color aqua plus motd space equal plus get config.get string, and then we'll call this motd. Easy as that. What that'll do is it'll get the motd string from the config, and then it will put that out as a string in the string and say awesome sauce. Yeah, awesome sauce. So going back into the config, let's create a integer, and let's call this max players. And we'll say 1 is the max amount of players. Going back in here, we can say bucket get console send message chat color dot, let's do green, plus max players plus get config dot get integer. Now you have to do integer here. You can't do get string because it isn't a string, it's an integer. A string has quotes, integer doesn't. That's an easy way to tell. And an integer doesn't have letters, but yeah. So get int max players. What that'll do is it'll get the integer, it'll put it in nice and tight, right in with max players. Alright, and now let's go back in and let's create a boolean, just cause, why not? So we'll say, let's do all plugins enabled, and we'll say true. And remember not to put semicolons in here. That's not needed in configs. So we'll do bucket get console send message chat color dot gold plus all plugins enabled plus get config dot get boolean, and then we'll do all plugins. So pretty much what goes in these quotes right here is what you have right here, if that makes any sense. Alright, so now if we export this, right click export, save it to your server, go into your command center, reload the server, and now you can see motd awesome sauce, max players 1, and all plugins enabled true. Nice. Let's expand off of this a little bit and add some if statements. So let's go down some, and we will say if get config dot get int max players equals 1, then we will say bucket dot send get console donor dot send message chat color dot red plus only 1 player allowed on the server. I'm not going to hard code anything, I'm just going to do this for demonstration. But now if there's anything else that's not 1, we'd say bucket dot get console dot send message chat color dot green plus more than 1 player allowed. Nice. Let's do an export, make sure that works. We'll go back in here, reload. Only 1 player allowed on the server. If we go into plugins folder, create a nice little config file. You can open that up with npp and drag it on over here. So if we change max players to 2, and let's change the motd to wow, need to sub, great channel. And reload the server again, we can see, wow, need to sub, great channel, Max players 2. All plugins enabled true. More than one player allowed. Perfect. Alright, so let's do another if statement, and we'll say if get config dot get boolean, and we'll say let's see, what was it? All plugins. Now, right here, you do not have to add equals equals true. When you don't add equals equals true, it just automatically assumes you're wanting equals equals true. So if you want it to say equals equals false, then you have to do it. So yeah, just to be sure. Okay, now we'll say if then bucket dot get console sender dot send message chat color dot, let's do blue, and we'll say all plugins enabled. Else, this will be if it's false. Bucket dot get console sender dot send message chat color dot let's do dark purple. Some plugins enabled. Make sure to drop a like on this video if you enjoyed. So yeah, let's load this back up. And we got, oops, accidentally saved it as zip. Export as a jar. Reload the server. Boom, all plugins enabled. Alright, now if we go back into our config, change this to false, and go back in here. Some plugins enabled. Make sure to drop a like on this video if it enjoyed and if it helped you. Thank you all so very much for watching. This has been The Realm of the Geek, and if you guys are not in Pseudo Sunday, go watch that video. It'll be up in the cards now. See you guys.